Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack financial secrets. And let me tell you, this latest filing from First Financial Bankshares has a little twist that's even more interesting than a surprise interest rate hike. So what we have here is an amendment to a previous report, meaning the company is going back and updating some information. Think of it like a corrected version of a news report. The main reason for this update is to share the latest financial results for the period ending June 30th, 2025. It's like getting a second look at their homework, making sure everything is just right. This filing is specifically an update, an amendment to a report they already filed. The original report was on July 17th, 2025, and this new one in 8KK is here to give us the freshest numbers, especially for the period that ended on June 30th of that same year. Companies use these 8K forms for significant events, and this amendment tells us they're being thorough in sharing their financial story. The heart of this filing, the juicy bits we're all here for, are the financial results. They've attached an earnings release, which is essentially the company's own detailed report on how they performed during the quarter that just wrapped up on June 30th, 2025. This is where we get to see the real performance, the numbers that tell us if the bank is thriving or just surviving. Now, while this filing includes that press release with all the financial details, it's important to note how it's being presented. The information is being furnished to the Securities and Exchange Commission, but it's not being officially filed in the same way as some other documents. This means it's important information, but potentially not subject to the same strict legal liabilities as a fully filed report. They're sharing the news, but with a small legal asterisk. A little disclaimer to be aware of. Let's focus on what truly matters to investors and anyone trying to understand the health of this financial institution. We're looking at a company whose common stock, with a par value of just 1 cent, trades under the ticker symbol FUN. This stock is listed on the Nasdaq Global Select Market, a pretty reputable exchange. This tells us that First Financial Bankshares is a publicly traded company, meaning its performance is under the watchful eye of the public market. Now, digging into the actual financial performance, it's critical to understand what the numbers reveal beyond the press release summary. While we don't have the full tables here in this amended filing, the purpose of this update is to provide those updated financial results for the quarter ending June 30th. Typically, these reports would show us key metrics like net interest income is a very good sign, indicating they are making more on their loans than they are paying on deposits. Loan growth, if it's healthy and not overly risky, also signals expansion and a positive outlook. Deposit growth is also crucial as it's the fuel for the bank's lending activities. What we're really looking for and what this amended filing is clarifying are the trends. Is their earnings per share increasing? Are their assets under management growing at a healthy clip? Are they managing their expenses effectively? A strong competitor in the banking sector would be showing steady improvements in profitability, robust loan demand, and a stable or growing deposit base. They would also be adept at managing interest rate fluctuations, which can significantly impact the bank's earnings. For example, if we saw a 5% increase in net interest income, that's generally positive. But if that increase is solely due to much higher interest rates, we'd need to see if their loan portfolio is keeping pace and if deposit costs are also rising proportionally. If loan growth slows, but interest income still rises, it could mean they are becoming more selective with their lending, which isn't necessarily bad, but it's a trend to monitor. A key indicator of a well-run bank in the style of Warren Buffett is consistent, predictable earnings over long periods without taking on excessive risk. We want to see if First Financial Bankshares is demonstrating that. Are they growing sustainably, or are they engaging in splashy, possibly risky ventures to boost short-term numbers? This amended filing should provide us with clearer data points to answer those questions. Without the specific numbers from the attached press release, it's hard to give a definitive opinion, but the fact that they are amending the report suggests a commitment to transparency, which is a good first step for any investor watching the company. They are essentially saying, hey, we have more up-to-date information, and here it is. Looking at the execution side, the report is signed by F. Scott Juza, the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. This is standard practice, showing accountability at the highest level of the company. The date of the signature, July 23rd, 2025, is a few days after the original report was furnished, which makes sense for an amended filing. It confirms that the leadership is aware of and approving the updated information being shared with the public. So what's my take on First Financial Bankshares based on this amended filing? The core of this report is about providing updated financial performance for the second quarter of 2025. The fact that they're amending adds a layer of detail to their disclosures. While I don't have the specific numbers to analyze their growth, profitability, or risk exposure right now, the commitment to updating their disclosures is a positive sign. It suggests they are focused on accuracy. Potential risks for any bank like this would include economic downturns affecting loan performance, increased competition leading to margin compression, and the ever-present challenge of managing interest rate risk. Opportunities might lie in expanding their market reach, introducing new financial products, or leveraging technology to improve customer service and efficiency. In conclusion, this 8K cap amendment is all about providing the latest financial pulse of First Financial Bankshares. It's essential for investors to follow these updates closely to gauge the company's ongoing health and strategic direction. Alright, that's our breakdown of this amended filing from First Financial Bankshares. What are your thoughts on companies amending their reports? Does it increase or decrease your confidence? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Also be sure to join our Discord community, linked in the description for more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.